And happy Monday. So I am coming to you live from Green Valley, Arizona, which is just south of Tucson. So if you're wondering the background behind me, that's why. Okay, so I'm gonna do a very quick video of opportunities today because, as I've said previously, we are moving from SkySlope to command opportunities. And this is, I wanted to do a video on how to create an opportunity and how to put an opportunity into play, because that's how you're going to utilize compliance. So the first thing you need to know about opportunities is you have to put all of your leads in. So I'm going to go to contacts and I'm going to add a new contact. Okay, so I'm going to add a contact and I'm going to put in my aunt. Alrighty, and I have to look at her phone number. Okay, let me see, phone number, sorry, I'm getting there. Okay, so she is 490. Okay. And then again, I am the owner. So again, if you were working on a team, you can select a different owner, click into the drop down. You should have all of your team members on there. So if it belongs to somebody else, that's how you do that. And I'm going to mark this as a lead. And I'm going to select Arizona for a tag. And sphere. Cool. Okay. So we're going to do that. So I'm going to, and then I want to add this person to my sales pipeline as well, because we're creating an opportunity. So click add to sales pipeline. And then we're going to create that opportunity, or create that contact, excuse me. So when you click add to sales pipeline, it automatically takes you into your opportunities. So I'm going to click create opportunity. And this is my market center. Again, double check your market center if you're in multiple market centers. This is going to be, let's say that this is a buyer opportunity. And the client, you have to select your client from your contacts, because if you don't, it doesn't work. You don't have anything. The commission rate, I just put in 3%. This is going to help you when you can see your potential income. So that's why it asks for that commission rate, because this is going to take over, take the place of any like Excel spreadsheet pipelines or anything like that. So, and then you can pick your phase here, okay? Cultivate, let's say it's a nurture, so you can pick your phase. And we will say cultivate, yep, and nurture. So I'm going to create that opportunity. Okay, pretty easy to do, and then it takes you into that opportunity. So this is where you can change. So say they were in the nurture phase and now we're actually under contract, we've written. You can either click this little pen right here and change the phase, change the stage. You can add a close date, all of that kind of stuff. So let's say that we are now under contract. So we're in escrow, and the estimated close date on that one is going to be, say, June 30th. Contract date is May 4th, today, let's just say. And the budget is $350,000. Okay. So you're going to click save. That's how you can update this opportunity. Now, at that point, you're going to, and now say we're under contract. So we're going to say that we need to put in an actual address. Alrighty. So let's say that they purchased this property. Fantastic. Okay, so now you have all of this put in, you have the address, you have the buyer. Now, if it were me and they were under contract, I would edit this opportunity name. Now remember, every opportunity has its own unique ID number. So if anything falls out of contract, you have to say it fell out of contract and then create a new opportunity, even if it's the same buyer, because it's going to be a different property, it's going to be a different close date, it's going to be all that kind of stuff. Okay. So this is the opportunity name, but now that we're under contract, so I can more easily find it, and so my market center can more easily find it, I'm going to put the buyer name and then the property address. That way we all know what we're working with here. Because again, if you have one buyer and they've put in multiple offers that have fallen through for whatever reason on multiple different properties, that's going to be very difficult to keep track of, not only for you, but for the market center. So I'm going to click save. Alrighty. So you see that opportunity number? That's always going to be an individualized ID number. Now, buyer profile. We can come into here. We can, let me see. Oh, smart plans. Are they registered on the app? All of that kind of stuff. So that's always good information to have. But this is where the bread and butter comes in. This is documents, okay? So this is where you will be adding all of your files for compliance. So you would click under contract and see all of these are in here. And then there will be a certain number of required. And I'm not sure, I don't think that they have done the required part yet. So I'm going to talk to the broker about that. Anyways, so that's where you're going to put in all of your documents. Now, if you want to add a comment, you can click that. Say you've submitted everything and then appraisal came in low. So now you have to go in and add the addendum stating that the purchase price has changed. That's where I would add a comment and just say, hey, purchase price changed, please check addendum number 4. So that the broker who is reviewing the file understands what has changed in the transaction, because it's not always clear to them looking at all of the paperwork what has changed. So let's make this as easy as possible on everybody and just put in a lot of good notes, okay? Alrighty. So once you have all of this stuff added, and it's very simple, you just click add, and you can either drag, if you have it, say in a separate viewer, you can just drag it, or you can browse. And so then you can browse from whatever your recent files are. And then you would click assign. Now, since I don't have anything right now, I'm not going to do that. So once you've done all of that, you're going to click this submit to market center button. And that's going to go and notify the broker that, hey, we've got a new deal. You've got to check this out and do your thing within 10 days. So you notice that there should be everything that's required, and there will be, there should be a type that'll be like required, whatever it is, so that we all have a good idea of what is required, and we don't have to continually think like what is actually required before we do our transactions, okay? So that is a quick overview of opportunities. Now I will go back one quick second. So this is where we are. I'm gonna click back into sales pipeline real fast. And as you can see, my active, that's my buyer. Oops, no, my under contract, sorry. That's, so, but you can see all of this is going to give you potential income, okay? So I potentially have $31,000 in commissions. That's awesome. So when I say this is going to take the place of like an Excel spreadsheet pipeline, this is gonna be where you're gonna do it. It's gonna show all of your cultivate people, anybody that you're working with appointments on, and what their sort of budget is. And then as you move forward through the steps, it's going to use your conversion numbers to assess what your potential and probable income is. Because as we know, not everybody that goes under contract closes. Sucks, but it's a part of the business. So As again, and as I've said a million times before, the more information that you feed command, the smarter it's going to get with that AI. So the more information, cultivate to appointment to active, as it's able to drill down those numbers, it's going to be able to figure out exactly what your conversion rates are so that you don't have to manually do that. And that's going to, again, just be one more thing that you can leverage and that you don't have to figure out for yourself, which is always super helpful. So lease is in here, and there's all of your stuff. Why do I have a lease? That's interesting. That's my... Interesting. Okay. It'll show you your closings this month. It'll show you what your potential income is for this month. And then again, for all of you team owners, this is where you can say, this is just for me as an individual agent. Here's all opportunities, and then all discussions. I'm not sure where discussions go. So there's your opportunities. Very simple. You can import from your dot loop. I don't have my dot loop connected because I don't use it. So if that's something that you do use, you can import it there. So this is where, now I'm going to show you really fast how you can change these, because all of these can be changed. So I'm going to come in and click cultivate. And I don't like these categories. So I'm going to click edit stages. And this is where nurture, watch, hot. I'm going to add a stage in here that is, let's say, long term. These are people that I've spoken with that maybe they're retiring in a couple of years. And so that's when they're thinking about making their move. But again, I still want to keep in contact with them. And let's just say the probability of that is 50%. Who knows? So that's my stage name, probability, and the position I want on the board. And I want that to be first. So longest out to shortest out is how I'm ordering mine. I'm gonna click save. You see, there you go. There's your probability. Now my nurture probability, that's incorrect. It's probably 75%. Okay. So if you want to edit those stages, you can just click those little buttons right there. If you want to like completely get rid of a stage, just click this little trash icon and get rid of it. Alrighty. So the way I like to organize it is having somebody long-term. Nurture, in my opinion, is 9 to 12 months out. Watch is 6 to 12 months out, and hot is like, we need to start talking to a lender right now. Again, this is all how you are organizing your business and how you're organizing your leads. So that is up to you. It's a personal decision. Okay, so I'm going to click back to cultivate. So that's where, and for every stage, you can change. Now you can't change cultivate, appointment, active, under contract, and closed. Those are the stages that you cannot change, but anything in those subcategories, you can change. So just so you know, active, I don't understand why legacy is in here. So I'm going to edit that. I don't know why you would have, I understand a legacy stage at the end of transaction, but not in an active stage. So I just edited that. Fantastic. Okay. The contract. Appraisal, and here's closed. Okay, fantastic. So that is how I have organized my stages, and that's what we're doing with. So that's the overview of stages, or excuse me, the overview of opportunities, how to create an opportunity, how to upload your paperwork for compliance for an opportunity, and then how to edit the stages of an opportunity. One more thing that I will show you in here. Now I can click edit stages. This little checklist item, okay? Now these are checklists that you can create within a stage that, sorry, just click on the items and you can add an item. So that's how you can create checklists for every stage. Now I will say these you can set an end date for these. However, the problem is that it is a fixed end date. It's not a number of days. So let's say I was going to go in here and I was going to say nurture email. Oh, they used to do it by date. Now they don't do it anymore. Interesting. Because they figured out like that's not going to work for people. So I'm assuming that they're going to work on something where you can set a fixed number of days out from when it's the lead enters that category in order to make sure that that item is completed, but they don't have it right now. Now, the next question you're going to ask that I guarantee is if we want to set checklist items for our under contract or whatever it is. Usually it's just under contract. How do we do that? If it were me, I would create a SMART plan of action items that need to be done. So you just got a listing. That starts your plan. And then, 2 days after that, you need to have professional photos scheduled. And 3 days after that, you need to hang a lockbox. And 5 days after that, you have to upload it into the MLS. So if it were me, I would create a SMART plan for any of your under contract opportunities, because the checklists aren't really going to help you in this respect. So, but I just wanted to show you that. So those are the checklists. Anyways, so here's your opportunities. That is the 40,000 foot overview of opportunities. As always, if you have any questions, feel free to reach out. You can message me on Facebook. You can text me. My phone number is 208-699-4773. Other than that, I wish you guys happy opportunitying in your command, and just let me know if you have questions. Alrighty. Okay, guys, I'm going to stop my share, and I am going to probably just stop the recording. I'm going to stay on this meeting just in case anybody hops on late. So hope you all have a great day.